lesson on Harry Chapin classic Cats in the Cradle. It's a very touching father and son song. For this song we're capoed at the 8th fret. So I'll speak to the 8th fret as 0, meaning these would be all open strings. And this would be a D, this would be a C, this would be a G, even though, again, we're capoed at the 8th fret. So to start out with, we're going to take the 3rd string, hit that, then hit the 1st string open twice. Then we'll hit the 2nd fret on the 1st string, pull that off to open, and then hit the 2nd string. Then we follow it up with 2nd fret 3rd string and 3rd fret 2nd string. So what we have so far is this. Then we're going to kind of go back and forth. We're going to hit open 2nd to 2nd fret of the 3rd string. Back to the 2nd string open to 3rd string open. 2nd string open. 3rd string 2nd fret, and then we'll catch the 4th string 2nd fret. Okay, so up to this point we have this. Then this lick is actually stringed instruments, but you can play along with it. It's 3rd string 2nd to open to the 4th string 2nd fret, 5th string 3rd fret, then we're going to come back to the 4th string open, 5th string 3rd fret, and unopen. Again. Then the last 3 notes are your 3rd string and 2nd string open, and then 3rd string 2. And you're into the actual verse. The verse is A to C to D. I add the little note there. You can. So I'm taking the 4th string at the, again, if we're using this as our 0th fret, at the 4th fret. You don't have to do that. It sounds fine without it. Then you're back to A. And then you go through that again. A to C to D. Kind of go into a little pre-chorus, and he would go from a G talking before I knew it with F sharp over G. I tend to put my middle finger on the 3rd string at the 2nd fret, but the focus is going to be on to an E minor 7th, and I'm leaving these 2 fingers on the 3rd fret. So again we have this. So we got G, F sharp over G to E minor 7. Okay, and then we're going to come back with C, and I'm just going to form the C here. Again, keeping these pivot fingers here because that sounds fine in a C. To a B over. So I'm just moving down the finger. Okay, and then we go to an A. And do that again with the C to B to A. So I'll show you this whole part together. Child who rhymes the other day came to the world in the usual way, but the plains of touch is today. I did a regular C there, but you can do this. And then you're into the chorus, Cats in the Cradle, and that's going to be A, G, C, D. Cats in the Cradle. Now you're going to do that walk again. C, first half of the intro lick. And you're back into it. And that is basically the whole song. There's one small bridge part, and we'll talk about that next. For this bridge, the 4 chords are F, and I'm leaving the E string open, so I'm just playing an F, but I'm not covering the first string. F to G to E minor, so I'm only playing the first and the second and third string at the 2nd fret, to an E minor, to an A. And I can't quite, I'm so high up here and my fingers don't quite fit to this A, but if they do, it sounds a little better, I think. But anyhow, so the bridge goes like this. And you're back into the actual verse. So that's the bridge part of it, and those are the little licks. So I hope that helps everybody. He finger picks it. If you want to finger pick it, that's great, but you know, this is more of a campfire version where you're strumming, and I think it sounds fine. So I hope everyone enjoys.